Well, hi everyone, meteorologist Tracy Hinson here. Let's talk about our conditions as we go through the day. Today we have beautiful snowfall out there. Some of our weather watchers on our 5 on Your Side Facebook page have shared these great pictures. Josh Robinson's dogs, he said they like the snow. I bet you they're eating it, giving it a taste first to make sure it's not some sort of powdered sugar or something like that. Paul Wilcoxon from Washington, he called this birds of a feather stick together. There's lots of birds hanging out in this tree. I always feel bad for them, but they seem to do all right in the cold weather. And then from Lincoln County, Lois sent this one. Isn't that beautiful? How Christmassy does that look with that cardinal out on the snow there? Absolutely beautiful. And from New Baden, Jill Kaysen, she is a regular weather watcher with us. She is from Cow Sweet Farms. I have one of her sweatshirts. Keeping me warm this time of year. You can see just so picturesque and beautiful out there with the tire swing and the snowfall. This is mostly, just trace amounts of snowfall. It hasn't actually piled up too much there. It's a different story though in Eolia with Kathy Rugg sending this one in. This is probably closer to almost an inch of snowfall there from when they sent those in. Her beautiful red barn in the background. And then over to Maplewood, roadway still looking pretty good outside of Carlene Riddler's house, and the pavement, even the sidewalk is looking pretty nice as well. But your higher raised surfaces with your leaves and your trees, that is all showing a decent amount of snowfall there. All right, I'm going to bring up our weather computer here for just a second, and my Instagram people, I'm going to be right back because I need to close this off so I can put it over on my other computer. We're going to talk about our forecast for what we can expect through the rest of the day today and what we're going to see in the week ahead. And plot twist, if you can make sure that your driveway and your mailbox area is safe for your mail delivery person, you'll probably be just fine. You could skip shoveling a ton of snowfall out there. It's not going to stick around for that long. Okay, let's go over your weather impact through the day today. So what we're going to have is through 6 p.m. a winter weather advisory from the National Weather Service. Difficult driving conditions, be sure you salt your walkways out there, especially because when you're driving in these kind of conditions, snow is going to build up on your car. The snow buildup on your car will then start to drop off and it'll melt away because your car's pretty warm when it's running like that. Then, once you're parked, all that water is going to be down at the bottom. It's going to freeze over and you're going to have icy conditions. I'm not saying I haven't fallen trying to get into my car before. I've been clinging onto the door because this has happened to me, but this has happened to me. All right, let's talk about different areas here. We've got some beautiful shots across our area. Look at how magical, to me this is magical. Maybe for some people you don't want to be picking out your Christmas tree in the snow, but this sure looks amazing with lots of different people out at the Kirkwood Farmers Market. Now, a couple of things that a meteorologist looks at when they see a picture like this is look at the parking lot behind these cars. That is on the dry side. And then as you can see, our raised surfaces still have some snowfall, and then our parking lot off in the back, that still is looking all right with just some snow that has built up on the camera. Now, let's go over to the airport. My parents' flight landed just fine at 12:09, even a little bit early, so that's a good sign that things are going well at the airport. A bunch of Southwest flights that are parked there. Roadway still looking clear. We've got snow, though, on the shoulders. How about the Missouri Botanical Garden? They usually do a really nice job with their snow management here. A couple of people walking around out there. I bet you they're employees getting ready for Garden Glow tonight. That snow still coming down. Amazing view on those Christmas trees there. Isn't that so pretty? And then our walkways are still looking really good. This is starting to accumulate a bit more. It's probably getting close to about 1/4 of an inch at the Missouri Botanical Garden. Of course, you measure just the snowfall, not down into the grass. If you measured down into the grass, you'd have more, but just the snowfall that sits on top. How about St. Charles Main Street? Main Street in St. Charles, always a magical time of year there. The Santa Claus parade, I think, is at 2 o'clock, so we'll be going down the road at any minute. This might be Father Christmas here, who's walking around down in the middle of the street. Janelle's who's running Instagram. You can come closer because I have the full camera up so everybody else can see. But I think that might be Father Christmas. I think he's one of the one of the Christmas, I know he's one of the Christmas characters for sure. But yeah, this is such a great time of year along Main Street, St. Charles. Snowfall, they actually say it can be busier when it's snowing just because people feel in the holiday spirit. Oh, he's passing out trading cards. That's a little insider tip if you're ever in St. Charles for Christmas traditions. Each of the characters have their own trading card. You can collect them all, and they have the number of exactly how many to get because the characters change. Well, the characters don't change, but they continually add characters, so you'll want to make sure you have the latest, greatest. And then over Chesterfield, roadways here are looking a little iffy. I'm a little worried, especially about our on and off ramps. MoDOT has been out though a few times. We've got some salt down on the roads. I've been looking for glossier conditions, and now it's starting to look a little bit icier. We don't have that bright black glossy look that we had earlier. That's showing signs that it's starting to get a little bit icier. Still not impressive snow totals here at all. It's just kind of that dusting, little more than a dusting, heavy dusting, we'll say, of snowfall. Now, O'Fallon, Illinois was one of my later spots earlier on. If you were watching our streams closer to 10 o'clock, that really didn't have a whole lot. Their roads are also starting to look, kind of frosted over here. Their parking lots are not as black and glossy as they were earlier, which shows that melting. Instead, starting to turn a little bit frostier. More snowfall is coming down there. Visibility is all right, but you can certainly see it is fairly dark out there. Now, Old Town Florissant, about an hour ago when I was checking on them, they were out shoveling snow along the church. They were quite busy. Look at all that snow that they got up. Probably will have to be back out there again, salting and doing a few different things. Be sure you salt, especially on your sidewalks, especially if you have already if you've already shoveled a little bit, because you could compact some of that snowfall and things could be a little extra slippery. So far, people are going around those turns nice and slow, which is good to see, because it's certainly going to be a little bit slick out there. Look at that car. I think when we saw that car turn, we might have seen a little bit of the anti-lock brakes go off, a little rumble of the car. Now, Edwardsville, Illinois here. This is one spot. The sidewalk just starting to get a little covered on one side. On the other side of the street, it's been completely covered all morning. That just kind of shows you the little microclimate for the area. And then, let's see. Oh, Arnold. We should talk about my friends in Arnold, see what's going on there. In Arnold, nice melting is definitely happening. You can still see some of these roads are black and glossy, and that's a mix of the salt and also the warmer pavement temperatures there. Alrighty, now let's get back and talk about our forecast here and what we're facing through the rest of the day today. So we have this snowfall that's come in. We have some slightly warmer temperatures that are further down to the south. You can see some of that rainfall there. Moderate to heavy snowfall in a few areas. Let's bring this in a little bit closer. We checked about 40 minutes ago. The Mizzou game was still on. I know football tends to play in the snow like that, but it is definitely slow going along Interstate 70. I'll talk about road conditions in just a minute. But moderate snowfall out there. These aren't particularly high snowfall rates, but still it is starting to accumulate, starting to turn a little frosty on our roads. Rolla is transitioning over to a little bit of rain snow, and that can be especially difficult when we have the overnight freezing conditions. So just a few things to watch there. Well, we're not surprised by all this. We have, of course, a few accidents on the roadway. I'm going to take this map full for you, and we can talk about a few of these different accidents. So first, and this will be a little bit choppy just because we're not in a show, so I'm kind of just zooming in and showing you what we're dealing with in real time here. So we have the right lane blocked and the right-hand shoulder blocked due to a crash at 70 westbound before exit 220 at 79. So right lane blocked and the right-hand shoulder due to a crash at 70 westbound before exit 220. Over in St. Charles, we have 2 lanes blocked and the left-hand shoulder blocked due to a crash at 70 westbound after Earth City Expressway. That one's been going for a while now. You pull this view over just a little bit more, you can see it's just slow going along 70. Some of that could be looky-loos as well, and then I would bet that you have some of that game day traffic. Though the game starts in an hour and a half, you could be running a little bit late to that. Maybe you didn't want to tailgate in the cold. What's going on in 64 here near Frontenac, we have the left lane blocked and the left-hand shoulder blocked due to a crash westbound near Clayton Road. And then this one, it doesn't seem to be causing too many delays here, but we have 2 lanes blocked and the left-hand shoulder blocked due to a crash on 44 eastbound at Jameson. If sitting in our newsroom right now, the scanners are just going off constantly. Our police scanners with multiple different accidents out there, temporary road closures. So this is just going to continue to change throughout the entire day today. In Arnold, we have 2 lanes blocked due to a crash on 55 northbound at 141. So that's 2 lanes blocked on 55. Just if you have to be out and about, it's going to be slow going. There are going to be accidents. Let's see how our models are looking through the rest of the day today. So it is showing, we're going to cut it back over to me. So it's showing it's a little bit delayed here. This rain snow line is a little further down to the south. So actually that's a good thing because we don't want that freezing rain on the roads. That only makes things worse. But that is going to continue to drop throughout the day today. It's going to move out here through 2 o'clock. We're still in the snowfall at the current rate we're at. Here's 4 o'clock, and then it really starts to move away. As it moves away though, it's tapping into some warmer air, so we're gonna have some more moisture within that rainfall. That'll create a bit of freezing rain, so some icier conditions, mostly in some of our farm country, but that still will impact us on our roadways, especially driving along 55 into Farmington. Then that gets out of the way and we're nice and clear for the rest of our Sunday. Snowfall totals, these are still on track here. So we are looking at up to 1 inch of snowfall for Rolla, up into kind of like our South County areas in St. Louis, a little bit into Franklin and Washington counties. As you get further up into the northwest, that's where our 2 to 4 inches will be. Bowling Green, for example, those areas don't have as much industry around them. They're not as warm as down into the city of St. Louis. So 2 to 4 inches there, just because that snow, it started off earlier, your ground is colder, so it accumulates faster. Then 1 to 3 inches of snowfall for these areas in the cornflower blue color. So I would say that 3 inches is kind of going to be right along the Missouri and Mississippi River. I know we did get a report coming in from like the Grafton area of close to 2 inches now. So I would say probably 3 inches is what you're looking at by the time this wraps up. And then as it moves east, it actually will continue to fall. So through the rest of our day today, we are looking at temperatures in the low 30s, really nothing too much to write home about temperature-wise, but you can see the progression going from the snowfall, we're in the widespread snowfall where we are in, dropping off to minimal to nothing by 10 o'clock tonight. And your 7-day forecast, today is our only weather alert day, so that is good. Our weather impact alert for today, and then the rest of the week is quieter. We're going to be at 33 degrees for our Sunday, 36 on Monday, we are at 39 on Tuesday, and 51 on Wednesday. So that's why it's tempting not to shovel so much, just because we're going to warm up. By Monday, we're going to have a good amount of melting with the sunshine. Tuesday, melting even more. And then by Wednesday, we're going to be in the low 50s. Alrighty, everyone, that'll be the last update you'll have from me. After this, you're stuck with my husband, Gary Frank. He's on his way in. We're swapping my parents. He picked my parents up at the airport. They're coming in. My mom is not going to like this snowfall. And then he's in with you the rest of the day. He's going to track this snow out. So he should have some snow totals for you. Maybe not by 5 o'clock, definitely by 10 o'clock. We're going to have some snow totals. They're probably going to come in a little less than what you're thinking, just because a lot of that snowfall out there, fell and melted away. Our first couple hours was falling, melting. So we'll see how our snow totals look later on tonight. Alrighty, everyone, it's been so great hanging out with you, and you're stuck with Gary for the rest of the night.